Hello and welcome to my December 2019 wrap-up. If you are not aware why I am only just now filming my December 2019 wrap-up in April, you should check out my previous video, Life Update, where I explained, what I've been up to, that I've bought a house and I moved and it was in a state of disrepair and everything was chaos for the last few months, so I wasn't able to film my wrap-ups or anything else. But I'm back and I am playing catch up, hence this being the catch up series. So without any further ado, I'm going to talk about the books that I read in December. So the first one was Fly By Night by Frances Hardinge. I actually listened to an audiobook of this that I got from the library, not this print copy. Although it's very pretty, look at that. So gorgeous. I really love this. It's basically about a runaway girl who goes to the town and she's trying to work out what her, what happened to her father in his life before he died. She's very intrigued by this and she's determined that when she gets to the city she's going to join the school and everything is not what she expects. And it's basically a world where there was this big war basically between the followers of different religions, and now it's the after effects are still reverberating through the country, and it's very interesting to have a book with a young protagonist and yet so many deep kind of political things going on there. And there's a sequel which I am really excited to read. The next book I finished in December was The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This is the first book I've read by Nicola Yoon. I don't think I'm going to read everything because I got massively spoiled for the ending of it. But I really enjoyed this. So it's about a girl who's about to get deported back to Jamaica, I think, with her family, and she has literally hours and she's desperate and she's going out and she's trying to speak to lawyers last minute, and she meets this boy and they fall in love over the course of this day. And it was really good. It's really hard to explain exactly why it's so good. It's like, it's fast paced and you would think it seems like a completely unrealistic premise, but when you're there and like, this is a day, guys. This is a day. All these pages are within a day and it's just so immediate that it's really powerful, and I really enjoyed it, and I would check out future books by Nicola Yoon. The next book I finished reading is the last one I have to read. Oh, I forgot to mention I actually also listened to this, and I also listened to The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I totally missed all the hype about this the first time round, so with her new book coming out and having got it in a Lumicrate box, I really wanted to read this, and I actually did listen, as I say, to the audiobook of it, not to this print copy, and I really enjoyed it. It's about this man and this woman who are they were brought up to develop their magical powers or to be part of this game that their two mentors are having with each other, like this magical battle, like who can train their mentor the best to fight. And the story takes place within this magical circus, which is like the arena for this battle, where they each try to outdo each other and create more and more wondrous things, and along the way they fall in love. And it's really hard to explain what makes this book so special. It's just really absorbing, and the world of the circus and the wonderful things that the characters create is just described so well. You wish you were there, or I wished I was there. And it's just beautiful, and I really loved it. The next book I finished was the first of 3 Christmas books that I read in December, because I realised last year that I should broaden my Christmas reading. I was reading the same YA short story collections, which I really loved, but I thought this year actually I want to read some adult Christmas books, because there are lots of lovely Christmas romances out there, and I read some really great ones. So the first one I read was Christmas at the Palace by Giovanni Chirica. Now this is basically Harry and Meghan. And at first I was like, okay, is this just going to be really cheesy? But actually, I think it was really good. So in this story, the Meghan is actually from a Sri Lankan background. Her parents moved to Britain from Sri Lanka before she was born, and she's a doctor and she's really interested in humanitarian causes. She had actually spent a whole year volunteering, and she happens to meet this prince one night at an event that she, had been invited to as part of, if I remember correctly, she's putting in for a grant to do another new project which she's really passionate about. And he takes a shine to her and they end up dating. And what is really fascinating about it is it really digs into all of the issues around racism and class and expectations that have come to the fore with real Harry and Meghan. It actually kind of preempts a lot of that. And it's really, really interesting. There's quite a different scenario because the prince isn't like, he's very far down the line of succession. I think it's his older sister who is going to be the heir, and he's not that important a royal, which kind of minimises the effect, but there's still a lot of like getting hounded by paparazzi and that kind of stuff, and I really, really enjoyed it. Again, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be super cheesy, but it was actually really thoughtful and great, yeah. The next book was, that I also listened to an audiobook, was One Christmas Star by Mandy Baggott. So this is another like basically social justice Christmas book. So it's about a woman who is a primary school teacher and is underfunded, and her boss, the head teacher, because she has dreams of becoming a head teacher herself one day, asks her to put together the school play. Meanwhile, the love interest is this down on his luck pop star. He's a good guy at heart, but everybody thinks he's a bad boy. And one day he ends up like drunkenly falling asleep in the school shed, and the main woman character like discovers him there with all the kids, and it's really funny. And he ends up moving in with her because her flatmate's just moved out, and she offers him a place to stay, and he ends up helping her with the nativity play and helping write songs for it, and it's just really heartwarming and nice, and again covers some quite serious issues. There's some stuff about partner abuse and stuff like that, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. The third Christmas book I finished was All I Want for Christmas by Kerry Stainton, which is a very short novella, and this one is just more sexy. It's about a woman who at work meets this guy, and there's a lot of will they won't they, and she's trying to pretend she's not interested in him, and he's into her, and one thing leads to another, and it was just really, really fun and cute and romantic and sexy. I hate the word sexy so much, but it's literally like this book's subtitle. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. That was my trio of Christmas books from December. I read a couple more in January because 12 Days of Christmas, guys. I don't believe that January 1st is when Christmas ends. No, 12th night, guys. 12th night. The last book that I finished in December 2019 was The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. Now, I really, really did love this series, but it's not my favourite Holly Black series. I really, really loved it, and it was beautifully written, and I love the characters, and yeah, but I have to say, Curse Workers, still number one. Read the Curse Workers, guys, and I wish that Holly would write more books set in that world. So that's just my first little bit I wanted to get out of the way. Otherwise, I did really enjoy The Queen of Nothing. I was waiting for there to be some kind of clever fairy trick in there, because that happens in the third book of the Modern Fairy Tale series, and that was actually quite similar, the way it came about. And yeah, yeah, no, I liked it. I really liked the series, and it definitely one I'll return to again in the future. So, that's the end of my December 2019 wrap up. Thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from moi. You'll see me again soon. Bye!